Okay, hello everyone. Today is the second day of this FDP on curriculum development and CO, PO, and PSO mapping. So, in our previous lecture or previous session, we have discussed on how to make a CO or what are the PO and what is PO and PO, what are the difference between them. And I have also discussed that there is a significant difference between PE and PSO. And for every institution, the PO and PSO will be different, and COs are different for all the courses. CO is actually course oriented thing, but PSO or PEO is departmental oriented thing, and PO is made by the NBA or NAAC governing bodies, so we have to follow them. So now today in today's session, I'm going to discuss about the attainment calculation, and this is a very much important aspect obviously. So let me share my screen. So I will discuss the attainment, how to calculate the attainment. So attainment has been calculated actually for any subject. So I have made already one attainment of a subject taught by me, heat transfer. Subject code is ME501. So this information should be there in the attainment calculation actually. So course name ME501. The regulation means the syllabus was made in 2016, and this is made for the batch 2016 admitted batch, semester 5th semester. It is 501, credit is 3, and then there are columns, there are rows to add the COs of the particular subject. So if your CO is number of CO made by you is 5, so you have to add another column. So I have made 4 COs. So here I have posted my 4 COs, and next there is columns for the POs, program outcome. So they are 12. It is already fixed by the governing bodies, so we cannot change them. And the next column is for program specific outcome, PSO. PSO, as I was already discussing, that PSO is program specific output, is specific for specific departments, different for different institutional department also. So PSO for our departments are 3. So that's why I have posted 3. So when you are making for our college, for our department, when you are making this attainment calculation, so you have to change these COs only. COs, not PO and PSO. This remains same for all the subjects. Now, next thing. Next thing is the COPO mapping of that particular subject. It has been already posted in the curriculum or syllabus, so there is nothing new in it. You have to only copy from the syllabus and have to paste it here. So there are particular 3 or 2 or 1 are given for PO1 up to PO12, and also for PSO 1, 2, and 3. There are numbers 1, 2, 3 are given. Okay, then the average has been made. Averages have been made for all the PO, and then approximated 2, 3, or 1 have been given, and for that thing also made same for the PSOs also. So you have to only copy and paste from your syllabus. This has been already made. Now this thing we have to set a scale actually. We have to set a scale here. So if your score of the students is more than 50%, then the grade will be 1. If some students have got more less than 50%, then his calculation will not be added in this attainment. Then 50 to 60% will score them under grade 2, and if 60% or more, then we will score them under the grade 3 again. So now this thing is the CO and the question numbers. Okay, CO and the question number. If I open this CO1, then you can see here. So T1 is the test 1, then test 2, test 3, and test 4. So like that I have made. So slot test 1 has been named as T1. Slot test 2 has been named as T2. Assignment 1 is named as T3, and assignment 2 is named as T4. So this has been named like that. So Now T1, so CO1 in T1 slot test 1, for my subject I have given question 1 and question 2 from CO1, and from CO2 for slot in the slot test 1 I have given question 3, 4 and 5 slot test 1. So during the slot test 1, the syllabus content of the syllabus up to CO1 and CO2 has been covered. So that's why all the 5 questions have been set from CO1 and CO2. And in slot test 2, I have given questions from CO3 and CO4. So all the question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have been set from CO3 and CO4 only. So I have not given any question from CO1 and CO2 in the slot test 2. Now assignment 1, again I have given 2 assignment also. So in assignment 1, what I have given in assignment 1, so from CO1 I have given question number 1, 2 and 3, and from CO2 I have given question 4 and 5. So in assignment 2 also I have not given any question from CO1 or CO2, but I have given question from CO3 and CO4. So all the 5 questions of the assignment 2 have been set from CO3 and CO4. So I repeat this thing again. All the 5 questions in slot test 1 have been set from CO1 and CO2, and for slot test 2, all the questions have been set from CO3 and CO4, and for assignment 1, all the 5 questions have been set from CO1 and CO2, and for assignment 2, all the questions have been set from CO3 and CO4. So that's how I have given the questions to the students, and I have calculated the attainment. Now CO1, then you can give the quiz 1 and quiz 2 also from CO1 to CO3 and CO4. If your CO is per number of CO of 5, you have to add another column. Now this is the matrix for all the students for 2016 to 2020 batch. So test 1 was set from Q1, and test 1 Q2 is set from CO1 also, and test 3 Q1, test 3 Q2 and test 3 Q3, they have been set from, questions have been set from. So from where I have got these informations, from here I have got these informations and I have written here. So Somudi Banerjee has got 3 on question 1, 4 on question 2, 3 on question. So these things have to be maintained throughout the semester. If you don't maintain it throughout the semester, then you cannot make this attainment calculation. This attainment calculation will become invalid. So, and these things, these rows have been left blank because he or she, that particular student, has not attended question 2 or question 1 in test 3. So like that. So that's why these rows or these tables have been left blank. Now, so total obtained marks is here, and total marks attended is 30. So if students have attended 18 marks, so it is 18. Then I have calculated the percentage, 16 by 13 to 100%, so 53%. Now I have already set the grades here, less than 50% 1, 50 to 62, and greater than or is equal to 60% 3. So as per this scale, I have given the marks 2, and this thing can, so now up to this thing, no formula can be set, isn't it? Only I have made the sum by formula, by summation for formula here, but here no formula can be set. But from here you can set a formula. It's 16 by 30 into 100%, and here also you can set a formula. So if I have set here a if function. So if this thing, if this column is greater than or is equal to 60%, then 3 will be given, and if this column is less than 60% or greater than 40%, then 2 will be given. Otherwise, 1 will be given. Actually, this formula has been written from here: less than 50% 1, 50 to 62, and less than 60% 3. So that's how this formula has been set here. So if it is less than 50%, then 1 will be given here. Then 50 to 62, and more than 60 will be 3. And here, if my target is achieved or not, so I have said that if it is greater than or say 60%, then I will say my target is achieved. That is, for 1 or 2, I have to write no here, and for 3, I have to write y here. Okay, so that can be also be done by formula, by set a formula, by set a if function. So if this column is equal to 3, then yes, otherwise, comma means otherwise, n will be added. Okay, so that's how these all things have been calculated. So again, I would like to say these things have to be maintained throughout the same, otherwise this sheet will become invalid. Now, so average here, average I have calculated by average of this column. 2, 1 or 3 have been given. So average of this column, I have set the formula here also, average of this column. And number of y I have calculated from this column by the formula count if a function gives the or counts the thing. So I will count the number of y, that is the number of students who have got more than 60%. So this formula is like that. So count if all the thing y. Okay, so that count if function will count starting from n up here up to the last only y. So only the y function will be counted. So here, so number of persons or students have got more than 60% mark is 53 from CO1. From CO1. So CO1 calculation has been done here, and the same thing has to be repeated for CO2 also. Again, we have to maintain this throughout the year, throughout the same, and have to put the marks from test 1, test 2, assignment 1, assignment 2, like that. Then I have to calculate the percentage again. Then 50 to 62, less than 51, and more than 63. Again, 3 means y. Then again, I have to make average of this column, 3, 2, 1, like that. It has been coming as 2.9. Then number of 1 I have to count by count if function. So y will be counted. So here, that thing has been done also. And this thing again have to be done for CO3 also. So here again, more than 60% means 3, then y. Only 3s are given y here. So number of y is coming out as 68, and average is coming out as 3. Then CO4, for CO4, so again 2, 3, 1 have been given, and 3 is y, otherwise it is n. Then average is coming out as 2.9, and number of y is coming out as 63. So 63 number of students have got more than 60% marks for CO4. So now I have calculated the thing for CO. The student number is 53, who has got more than 60%. For CO2, this number is 63. For CO3, this number is 68. And for CO4, this number is 63. Now, the next thing is, now I have to set some target also. So if 60% of total students will get more than 60% marks, then my achieved level will be 1. Okay. Next, my next target will be, if I have to achieve a level 2, then if 70% of total students will get more than 60%, so how will get this? We'll get this percentage, 60% students, 70% students, from this number. If my total number is 70%, then I have to calculate the percentage, 53 by 70 into 100%. Then if that percentage is more than 60%, then target level is 1. If this percentage is 70% students, then target level is 2. If 80% students of total students, let's say 75 students are there, if 80% of those students have got or will get more than 60% mark, 80% students, then level 3 will be achieved. So that's how I have set the level. So the total number of students for this batch is 70. So among the 70, from CO1, 53 have got more than 60%. So I have to calculate the percentage from this. So among 70, 63 have got more than 60% for CO2, and 68 have got more than 60% for CO3, and 63 students again have got more than 60% in CO4. So now, okay, so these are the average grading here. I have put just from here, I have just copy paste from here, 2.8, like that. Okay, so I have put these numbers here, so I copy from here. And so number of students now, 53, 63, I have just shown you. So 53, so I have got these numbers from here also. 53 have got more than, among and the 70% students, 53 students have got more than 60% here for CO1. For CO2, the number is 63. From CO3, the number is 67. And for CO4, this number is 63. So now percentage of students for 70 students, from 70 students. So 75% students have got more than 60% number for CO1. 90% students have got more than 60% for CO2. 95% students have got more than 60% for CO3, and 90% students have got more than 60% for CO4. And from 50% to 60%, number of students are 17, 7, 3, and 7. Okay, so from here also, so now percentage of students 24, 10, 4, and 10. So for these two students, for 17, 7, 3, and 7, my target level has not been achieved. So for these students, I have achieved my target. I have said that 60% student, if 60% students will get more than 60% marks, then my target will be achieved. So these students have got more than 60% marks, but these students have not got more than 60% marks. So they will not help me to give more number in my attendance, but these students will help to give good marks in the attendance calculation. Now again, for CO1 PO scale, if it is 3, then strongly related, that means achieved. Then 2, moderately related, and 1 means low. So that this number actually given for when you are mapping CO with PSO in the syllabus, CO with PO or CO with PSO, then these numbers have been given also. 3 means strongly related, 2 moderately, and 1 low. Now again, the percentage of students I have copied from here also here. So for CO1, this 75. So yes, so level 2 has been achieved. Now again, these numbers I have got from here. If more than 80%, then level 3. More than 70, level 2. More than 60, it is level 1. And less than 60 means this number of students will not help anything with the attainment calculation. Now, so 75 means level 2 has been achieved, is achieved for CO1, and 90% students, so it is more than 80. So level 3 has been achieved, and CO3 also level 3 has been achieved, and for CO4 also level 3 has been achieved. So other than the CO number 1, so CO2, CO3, and CO4, I have achieved level 3, and for CO1, this subject, I have achieved level 2. So if I take an average and make some approximation, then approximately level 3 has been achieved for this course. Now, another thing, so this has been done or have been done for the internal marks. Now for the external marks, for the semester examination marks. For the semester examination marks, I have from the syllabus, firstly I have to get the result. Students' result, Excel copy is available with the exam cell. So if I I have to take the result, and I have to calculate that how many students have got more than 60% marks. So here, so after viewing the result, I have found that 51 out of 70 students have got more than 60% marks. So my percentage is coming out as 72%. So I have written this percent here. So 72% students have got more than 60% marks for ME 501 in the semester. Okay, so ME 501 in semester marks. So these have been calculated CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4 for the internal and these things has been calculated for the end semester result for 100 marks. Now, overall CO attainment now will have to be calculated like that. So 40% will have to be taken from the internal marks, that is we have calculated in details, and 60% marks we have to taken for the external marks, that is the marks that has been obtained in the end semester result. Actually, we approximately take the marks as in 100, but actually it has to be taken in the 70, but as in the final semester result 70 marks result is not available, so you have to take that. So again your calculations will become very difficult. So to make them easier, you can take the marks from 100. So now I have to calculate. So here the level 2 has been achieved at 72%, as it is more less than 80%. So my level 2 has been achieved. So for internal marks, level 3 is achieved, and for external marks, level 2 is achieved. So I have to take 40% of 3 plus 60% of 2, 60% of that level 2. So ultimately, my CO attainment is coming out as 2.4. So this is my final value of the CO attainment in a scale of 3. In a scale of 3, it is 2.4. Now, what to do if this if this attainment marks is less? Then we have to make some arrangement for the weakest students. We have got the less marks. Maybe you have to arrange another internal, or we have to take some remedial classes, and we have to take again retest, so that all students, so that I can improve my attainment level. Okay, so and it is a PO attainment also. So if I see this PO versus PO mapping, so after the CO attainment has been achieved, so in the 3 scale or 1 scale or 2 scale, these numbers have been given, and ultimately this attainment level, average level, is coming as like that. And lastly, again, what has been done in the previous sheet, that had been posted here. So approximately for PO1, my attainment is coming at 2, PO2 2, PO3 3, PO4 2, so like that. And for PSO also, so PSO mapping is done here. So from this table, ultimately these numbers have been given, and approximately for PSO1 it is 2, PSO2 it is 2, and PSO3 it is 1. So then, this is the whole thing about the mapping and then attainment calculation of CO, PO, and PSO. Now I will stop the recording here. Then I will